Alright, it is about 6:30 in the morning. It's time to say bye to this ridiculous hotel room. Miami, it's been real. Going home. Alright, just said bye to those guys. They are headed to Cuba. I got invited to go to Cuba as well, but unfortunately because I'm a US citizen, it's a little bit more difficult to get into that country. Well, you can get in. It's once you come home, that's the problem. So just did this leg of the trip. They have been on the road for a month now. Pretty crazy. They left Canada, they went to Japan, then they went to Hawaii, then they went to LA, then they went to Vegas. Then they came to the Bahamas where I met them. Then they came here. Now they're going to Cuba, and then I think they're done. So their flight is at 9. I have an extra hour, so I figured I'd look for a hidden photo spot at the Miami airport. There's these cool like walkway tunnels here, and one of them is this crazy rainbow looking thing. Figured I might as well try to find it. Nothing better to do this morning. Your boy needs coffee, but photos first. Check it out. Pretty cool, right? Not bad when you have an extra hour at the airport. This is a pretty cool spot to come check out. So I have about 2 hours to sit here, gonna get some editing done, grab myself a bagel, and yeah, be productive. When I was on the plane, I edited the photos from the Miami airport. If you want to go to that location, here's how you find it. I guess the area between the terminal and the parking deck, there's these bridges. You take the bridge, it's on the 3rd floor of the parking deck, to where like Central Hubs, and that's where the Rainbow Bridge is. Really dope photo location. Love the way my shots came out. I did those at a lower shutter speed, so there would be some motion in the people. I didn't want to just freeze them. Now that we're back, I wish I could say I'm going home to chill. Actually, I don't. I like working. Got some client work to do. All right. Good day of photos at Epitome ATL. Had some really dope product to shoot today. Made some good photos. Here they are right here. Didn't bring y'all along because I brought you along for plenty of work-related shoots. But here's the thing. Time is the secret ingredient in fear. Now, I'm not scared to go to Epitome. I go there all the time. But if I'd waited until tomorrow morning, all I would think about in the meantime is how tomorrow morning I need to go here to get my work done, to get my responsibilities done. So rather than spending today worrying about what I was gonna have to do tomorrow at Epitome, I just stopped here on my way home and got my stuff done so I can enjoy myself, and I didn't delay this thing that I knew I had to do and add to this fear of having to do it. It's not really fear, but you get what I'm saying. If there's something you don't want to do and you just put more time in between doing it, it doesn't get you anywhere. If you're trying to be a content creator or someone who makes videos, like kind of lifestyle videos, someone who makes videos similar to the one I made today, the iPhone 11 might be the best camera out there for you. The iPhone 11 Pro, excuse me. The capabilities of this thing, I shot a lot of today's video on it because of how convenient it is, the stabilization, the wide angle. It's solid. I mean, obviously my DSLR is better for video quality, but what you get with this, highly recommend it for someone who's just starting out. I wish I had something like this when I first started vlogging. It would have made my life a lot easier. All right, it's a few days later since I got home. Something really exciting is inside this box. But first, let me update you on the Fujifilm X100F giveaway. The camera has been given away. I cannot believe the response to that giveaway. I've never done a giveaway before. I didn't realize how crazy it gets. Yeah. The next one I'm gonna do a little bit differently just because of how ridiculous this one got. It got so many comments on Instagram. It was an absolute nightmare picking the person who won. I had to hit up my boy Harrison. Harrison Neville, he's huge on YouTube. He does these giveaways that are way bigger than mine. Had to hit him up to figure out how he does his giveaway and how he selects his winner. I just wasn't prepared for it. But the winner has the camera. It's packed up. It was someone in, where did they live? CT. Is that Connecticut? It was sent out. Thank you everyone who entered. Thank you to the winner. Hope you enjoyed the camera. I'm definitely going to do another giveaway sometime pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I was, like I said, blown away with the response. Was not expecting that at all, so thank you everyone who participated. More giveaways to come for sure. Now, what is inside this box? This is a pretty important purchase. I did buy this. This is probably the first camera I've purchased since this Leica QP last year. So here's the thing with my YouTube channel. I don't know how many YouTubers are out there who are still professional freelance photographers as well as YouTubers. And when you're doing this, it makes your life much more complicated. If I was only focused on video or only focused on making YouTube videos, it'd be a lot easier for me to pick the camera that I use. But you know, one camera might be great for YouTube, one camera might be great for freelance professional work, and you kind of got to find this balancing point or you're going to own a million cameras. That's why on this YouTube channel, for the most part, I mess around with more fun cameras. It's more the creative side of my photography. I don't always have to use a professional DSLR, so I use stuff like the Leica, use things like Fujifilm. I really like that side of this channel and what it allows me to do. It gives me a break from my professional cameras and kind of allows me to explore the creative side of my photography. But when I'm working, I have used one camera for basically the last 5 years. Since I started the YouTube channel, most of my videos have been shot on this Nikon D810 right here, and almost all my client work has also been shot on this Nikon D810 right here. It works, it's reliable, it gets the job done, the workflow is extremely fast. So for me, this 810 has pretty much been the perfect hybrid camera for all my photo and video work. The video is good enough, it gets the job done, all clients are happy with it, and the photo is obviously phenomenal. I have no reason to even upgrade this camera on the photo side, but the video side has finally reached a point where I think an upgrade is necessary and makes sense. So while I was away, Nikon announced their brand new Nikon D780, an upgrade to the 750, and I picked one up. Now, here is why I went with this camera. I also got the kit lens here, the 24 to 120 kit. It just looked like an interesting lens, something that would work very well for video. So here's why this camera is so interesting. One is the fact that you can do 10-bit external video, something I have never done before, so I picked up a Ninja 5 also to do that. But I know off top what you're thinking. Yo, you are late to the game. You've been able to use Atomos Ninja 5s with Nikons for a while now, thanks to the Nikon Z6. Yes, but I've been reluctant to switch over to the Z6 because that requires me to go into a completely new system, new lenses. I gotta adapt lenses. Yeah, it's cool, but I like DSLRs. I'm used to it, and like I said, when it comes to the work that I do professionally for a work camera like my 810, I want my workflow to pretty much stay the same. I don't want to change too much. And with this 780, we finally have all the video capability that is in those Nikon Z6 cameras put into a DSLR. This camera is pretty much perfect, exactly what I would wish for as a successor to the 810. I bet you Nikon's gonna put out something crazy with their D6 coming up, but I don't know, for me the price point, everything about this just seemed right. So I decided to go ahead and pick one up as my new work camera. I don't know if the next few videos are gonna be filmed on this. We'll see. It's probably gonna be like a couple videos while I figure out exactly how I'm gonna work this thing, get the workflow right. It's been a long time since I opened up a new DSLR camera. Pretty cool. I'm so glad Nikon finally stopped putting flashes on their full frame DSLRs. It's going to be weird switching the controls on this because I'm used to the dials being up here and doing ISO and white balance and all that stuff, but I'll figure it out. This is just exciting. I'm finally changing and upgrading the work camera that I've used. This is going to be my new hybrid go-to everything camera. I finally have a flip-up screen, which is nice as well. I am giving up some resolution in photo, but that's not a big deal. If I find myself in a situation where I need it, I can always grab the 810 and bring it with me as a secondary body. This is the kit lens that comes with it. It's an f4, but I think for video, it will be pretty solid. It is the 24 to 120 f4 VR, like I mentioned. So these two things together, plus the Atomos Ninja, which allows me to record 10-bit external, should be seeing some upgrades in the video department, hopefully. But for me, just made sense to finally upgrade my workhorse camera because the technology is finally at a place where it just made sense for me to do it. I don't know. I'm a big believer in just using what you have, and if you get used to something, sticking with it. If it works, you don't need to fix it. But I'm finally at a point now where it's time to make a change. So I'm excited to use this. We're going to do some videos about it down the line. I'm going to test it out, and I'll do a first impressions video probably sometime next week or something like that. Let me know your thoughts. If you're interested in this camera, let me know in the comments. If I don't get a ton of comments about it, I probably won't do a ton of videos about it just because, like I said, it's a work tool for me, and that's what it's gonna be. Gonna use it a lot, and I'll talk about it a lot if you want me to. So let me know. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all are the truth. See you next time.